How's it going? This is Johnny with Retroforge Studios. So, as a business owner, what do you wish you had more of? Now, I think most business owners would probably want a little bit more of their time back. I fully understand that your time is valuable. There's a million different things that you're doing to help run the business. And especially in the world of digital marketing, everything is constantly evolving and changing, and in some cases it can be a little overwhelming. And that's where people like me at Retroforge Studios come into play. Most business owners can effectively run their business well. The one thing that they don't have enough of is the time to do everything. And you don't have to do everything. By allowing an agency like me to be able to come in and take on some of the more time-consuming tasks, some of the more specialized things, you can focus on your business while an agency focuses on the tasks. And so I want to talk a little bit about that. What are some of the things that a digital agency can do for you as a business owner? The first one, and probably the most important one, is setting up your brand strategy. Now, your brand is the cornerstone of your business and its identity. What somebody like me as a digital agency can do for you is to help you define that voice for your brand. Ensure your messaging and your platforms are consistent across everything. One of the biggest things that are lost in this whole process of developing your brand is researching to your competitors to help you uncover different types of opportunities for unique positioning on your brand's products or services. It's not just about developing a style guide, but it's using that style to help create a voice and an identity. And that includes making sure that your branding, your logos, your colors, your typography, everything has a cohesive brand identity to it. Why does this matter? So you want to be able to provide your customers with a consistent view of what is your business. It helps add a level of professionality, and it helps you build trust. It's one of those things that will set you apart from another business that is just going through the motions and creating a website and not really following the steps to create a true brand identity. One of the things that we'll discuss a little bit later is that level of trust and professionalism will help you with your audience being completely engaged with your business. So what's next? Social media is one of the most powerful tools that you can do for reaching out to your customers, building an audience, and building a community. One of the things that agencies like me would come into is help you plan and schedule that social media strategy that will be consistent across all of your platforms. You using all of whatever social media platforms that you're using, whether it's Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. There's a number of different platforms that are being used out right now, but what you get from a digital agency is that level of consistency and the availability to be able to post across multiple platforms with relative ease. One of the things that are lost in the art of social media is that community building. And part of it is not just setting up your posts and creating your content calendar and then just setting it and forgetting it. You can't do that and actively build your brand. One of the most effective strategies is actually just commenting and responding to your client base when they are liking your posts, commenting on your Facebook page, messaging you on LinkedIn. All of these things are helping you build that relationship and foster those communities that are growing within your business. And then the last thing, to be able to monitor the effectiveness of these social media strategies and to help those the data that you get back from the monitoring and the analytics to help track performance and to either adjust or maintain those strategies that you're helping to build better engagement with. And why does this matter? So a strong social media presence will help you build that brand awareness, and it does drive direct traffic to your website. So it's one of the most important things that you can think of when you are engaging on social media, is that ultimately it is coming back to your business. The third step, and one of my most favorite topics to talk about, and it's content creation. The quality of your content is the backbone of really any digital strategy. What a digital agency like me can do for you is to be able to help you develop that content, not only just the imagery, but the words, the video, everything that is viewable by one of your customers. That is what helps with the engagement level of the content that's being written or produced. What you want to do is you want to be able to tailor that content for your audience. Make it to where it's not only engaging, but one of the more important pieces of this is to be able to make it searchable. People who are running a business, they may not have the staffing or an effective person to be able to not only just create this content, but make it SEO friendly. One of the things that this does is it helps generate this content to where people are actually reaching your content by being able to keep them engaged, keep the traffic driven to your website pages, or keep them engaged on your social media posts. All of these things have to do with the quality of your content. So why does this matter? There's a compelling level of necessity for creating content that resonates with your audience. The better that your content is, the more engaged your audience will be with your brand and your business, and ultimately driving traffic back to the sources that you really want it to be driven back to. And it also helps you build brand awareness and authority within your industry. So what else can we do? So this brings me to the fourth topic here, influencers and partner outreach. So why does this even matter? Sometimes it's more effective to get help, collaborate, talk to people who know your business, like your business, and are willing to speak about your business to their audience. It can be a powerful growth strategy. One of the things that bringing in partners or influencers does is that it helps identify some of those things that line up with your personal brand or your business. And so as a digital agency, what I look for are those influencers and those partnerships that really align with what you do as a business. Help you develop campaigns to reach out to those different types of individuals and businesses, and help identify credible sources for you to be able to partner with, and then ultimately just track the ROI of the effectiveness of these campaigns and the effectiveness of the partnerships that you are engaged with. And the reason why this matters so much is that influencers and partners, they have a means of being able to tap into new audiences that you may not have access to. It helps build a level of trust through association with people who already have an established community. And so that's why relying on a digital agency can help you take the time to be able to connect those relationships together for your business. So what else could we do? One of the more difficult things, at least in my mind, is paid advertising. And the reason why it's difficult is because when you use paid advertising, it is a sunk cost right off the bat just to be able to use paid advertising. And so there's a lot of hesitation because you want it to return more than what you spend in terms of just straight dollar value for what you get for cost per click-through rate, conversions, things like that. A lot of that can be very daunting. It can be a little overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. And the way that happens is through agencies like mine. When you have somebody who is experienced and knowledgeable in setting up Google campaigns, Facebook ad campaigns on other platforms, will help you identify those target audiences, help you refine your campaigns, give you a detailed segmentation, and then monitor the performance of these campaigns. So those are the things that I think will help you effectively travel through the paid advertising landscape. And so, but why does paid advertising matter so much? Well, it accelerates greatly your brand awareness, helps you generate leads, and it drives conversions really, really quickly. It does come at the cost of paying for the advertising itself, though. And so being able to have an agency come in and set that up for you, it can be an effective tool for your growth and really your rapid growth based off of how effective the campaigns are. So what if you don't want to spend a lot of money on paid advertising? What else can we do? So one of the biggest things is being able to optimize your content for search engines. And appearing at the top of search results typically drives long-term organic traffic. One of the things that we do as an agency is to start with the one thing that you have to do every single time you do SEO, and that's research. So we want to be able to identify those high value targeted keywords and phrases, find those opportunities where we can help your business grow through organic search. One of the means of being able to do that is optimizing your entire website content, making sure that the keywords are keyword friendly, making sure that your meta descriptions are set up, making sure that your images are SEO friendly, and then ultimately monitoring the performance, trying to continually improve those rankings. And so why is that so important? Well, SEO ensures that your business is visible to potential customers. So when they come and search for your products or services, you're as far up at the top of the search results page as you possibly can, because nobody likes to scroll 2-3 pages deep when they search for things on Google. And so that's why SEO really matters. What else can we do? Well, still one of the tried and true methods is email marketing. It's still to this day an effective tool for lead generation, and it's one of the still more effective marketing channels. What somebody like RetroForge can do for you is to help design and automate personalized email campaigns. And so what that does is that we go back to the very beginning where we're setting up your brand and your identity, is using that voice to tailor specific messaging based off of your customer segmentation. And what that does is will help you build and grow your email list, help you with lead generation. And then ultimately what we want is to see how effective these campaigns are by tracking the open rates, tracking the click-through rates, tracking your conversions, so that we can refine these campaigns to be even more effective the next time that they're run. So why does this matter? Effective email marketing makes sure that you are not only just searching for new qualified leads, but it's also nurturing the current customer base that you have. It helps you retain your customer base, and it drives repeat purchases by being able to give them effective messaging through your email marketing. And so we talked a lot about various different methods of being able to drive traffic, to create an identity, to the types of content that we would create. How do we know how effective everything is? The biggest decisions are made through data. And one of the things that an agency like mine can do is to be able to help you track the performance of things like your website, your social media, your paid ads, provide detailed reports with actionable insights, things that you can effectively make a judgment call on based off of the results of how effective your strategies were. And then using this data to help adjust those strategies based off of what is working and then taking out what's not. So why does this matter? As a business owner, it helps you understand what's working. It helps define what a smart choice would be when it comes to your lead generation or your social media or really any type of campaign that you're running. Being able to have effective analytics and reporting will help you make those decisions and make them a lot quicker than you normally would. What are some of the things that we can do to help define this process? You start with customer journey mapping. And what this does is that it helps you generate a little bit more leads based off of loyalty and referrals. So you want to know what your customers are doing when they are consuming your content. And so we have to be able to map their journey. A great customer experience leads to loyalty, referrals, greater awareness of your brand and your business. And so one of the things that I do as a digital agency is to help you map out those stages of how customers discover your business, how they interact with the content, and how they make purchases based off of the strategies that we implement. One of the things that this helps us do is it helps us identify bottlenecks of where they're at in their journey. And then helping develop those strategies to improve every single touch point, provide awareness from the first time that they see your business to post-purchase. Why does this matter so much? So a seamless and engaging customer journey improves your retention, helps you build long-term relationships, and ultimately what it does is it'll help you understand your customers better. And that leads me to the last, lead generation and nurturing. And so now that we have customers, what types of things are we doing to help attract and convert even more? Really just effective strategies to build and nurture those potential customers and ultimately lead them to the place that we want them to be, which is right with you. And so why does this matter so much? Well, generating and nurturing leads, it really ensures that there's a steady flow of new customers and predictable revenue. And so you know what your sales cycle is. So lastly, lead generation and nurturing. So one of the things that I do to help business owners is to create a strategy to help attract and convert prospects. A lot of that starts with lead magnets, things like ebooks or white papers, infographics, setting up a webinar, really anything that helps you build your business up as a thought leader within your industry. But ultimately what it does is that it helps provide your sales team with contact information. Those are the most important pieces of lead generation that will help your business ultimately convert those leads that are coming in from your content into paid customers. And so there's a number of different things that we can do as a digital agency when we create landing pages so that we can track those conversion rates, create automated workflow messaging so that when they do click on a page on your website, or if they click on and download one of the pieces of content, we're able to constantly message them with effective information about what they've done. And part of that is being able to nurture that flow of information to new and returning customers. And so why is this so important to a business owner? Well, generating and nurturing leads really helps you ensure a steady flow of new customers, and it helps you predict the level of revenue that you could potentially generate based off of how effective your sales team is. And so if you know how many leads you're going to be getting each month, it's easy for you to understand how many of those can convert and how many of those will effectively become part of your business. Running a business is extremely challenging, and you don't have to do it yourself. Some of these tasks that we're talking about can ultimately fall onto the shoulders of somebody who is an expert and it has the time to be able to not only just take over these tasks, but to be an effective part of your strategy. And that's why it's so important to get with a digital agency, that you'll not only save the time, but also gain access to a team of experts that is really just dedicated to your growth. And so whether you're building your brand, whether you're trying to drive traffic to your website, whether you're struggling to convert leads, a digital agency is really one of the most effective tools that you can bring as a business owner to help with that ultimate strategy of growing your business. So with that, I am Johnny from Retroforge Studios, and we'll catch you next time.